He won a rematch of the Animager.
But they managed to claw it back, as they do with so many games.
Yeah,
I mean, there's like supposed to win, and
impressive.
there's actually winning, right? If you can't close it out, then that's it.
LOA.
Oh, he took spirits.
He is dead. First blood, T1. Just right on cue. Praising Quincy crew. And T1 gets it.
This melee creep's taking almost 100 damage, and the other one's taking 50 damage.
Yep, that is true. We see the meta into the cookie. LOA. This might be his second death of the game. Yep, that last right click from Zephyr. As meanwhile, top lane, Whitemon takes a tumble, so trades across the map on respective position 5s. Because you get shard on Morphling, and that means you get the whoever you copy the shard, right?
Yes,
okay.
That is how it works. It's very good. I saw Morphling. Oh,
we see the bushwhack onto Whitemon. And a double call, actually, but this is going to cost a couple lives. Quincy crew. Nice double kill there, essentially. MSS and both Leslau each take one for themselves.
So, like, I feel Morphling is catching up now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that feels a bit awkward. You shut down this hero really hard, and now Savage is on his own here.
Yeah, Carl's going to get the Dragon Tail. Whitemon with the Earth Spike. But here comes the coil from Quinn. First of the game into the bushwhack as well. Illusory Orb is enough to take out the Lion, but not enough to take out Carl. Leslau now taking out not only the wave, but some creeps as well. Cookie's going to be dodged from Quinn. Going to take the little shredder, though. Oh, it's a lot of damage. And with this haste rune, Zephyr secures himself the kill.
Something that they did that was really good, actually, was they managed to keep their wagon alive. So if Axe is cutting your wave...
Oh, wow.
I missed
23 Savage. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they left it alone to do this way, but they kept their wagon top alive, which means Cuckoo can pressure this tower a little bit. They basically traded like 700 HP on the tower, though, for Terrorblade's full lane dominance, and it ends up with Terrorblade dying. So I don't think overall... Everyone's just dying. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, the biggest concern from Quincy Crew's side is Quinn himself in the farm. He has fallen quite behind, like you said. About
he's made some good
up a
moves
little
to
bit of
catch
ground
up
now.
right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point, it looked really rough, but after that kill on the Timbersaw top,
Yep, initiation from Leslau. We see the Fire Spirits coming with the waveform as well. Zephyr will be chopped down by Leslau. Into the adaptive strike, Cuckoo. I don't think they have enough damage to oh my god, that damage. Doesn't have enough to actually finish anybody off here yet. It's 3 minutes faster than average on this patch, out of only 10 matches, so a little bit of a small sample size. Leslau not able to get the Berserker's call off. Now they have to be careful. T1, Cookie actually will connect onto Quinn, and here comes the Phoenix. The coil is applied, but Quinn just takes too much damage. Coil's gonna get snapped here. MSS gonna get clipped by a couple of these kisses. We'll see if T1 can clean up anybody else here. Courier trying to get him baited here, but it looks like MSS might fall as well. Oh, he gets off the sharpshooter to get a little bit of a distance there, but it's not going to be enough.
And really good play by T1 here. They're just going for the mid tower when they force all the Quincy Crew's heroes back. It's against Lion and DK, so I think it does make a bit of sense. Ooh, Lion. He's setting up on Yower again.
Yeah, well, that's going to show that the Lincolns is there, and Whitemon now will attempt to run away. But LOA in the vicinity. No stun, of course. Adaptive strike is there into the bushwhack. So Whitemon will fall. Because Blink Hex that's the fastest initiation in the game.
Yeah, it's
can't really
cast.
counteract.
I mean, Whitemon can probably, like, if he impales from Fog into a Hex.
Oh, we have a coil to start things out here on Zephyr. He's on the outskirts here. Looks like he's going to get taken out with that Sunray from LOA. Yawar was TPing, canceled it though.
But Lion from behind.
Yeah, Whitemon is actually by himself. And here come the TP, Carl. And that Dragon from Leslau with a nice Berserker's call onto 2. And they're just going to blow up Whitemon as a result. Fairy Trinket on the other hand.
That is a good one. Possess Mask as well.
Leslau has the Yasha. Of course, not 20 minutes yet. See if he goes for the shard before actually finishing the Manta.
Oh, Quincy, they want to go in here.
Yep, they sure do. Cuckoo puts himself potentially in harm's way. Berserker's call is there with the Sunray to follow. And that is going to be a very easy kill onto Cuckoo. And even the Mortimer's Kiss is coming out from afar. Yeah, and they know that that's down, so that's yet another spell that they don't have to worry about for this potential Roche take. Even Quinn is going for Lincolns.
Yeah, it's just a really good item this game. It's hard to initiate onto these. Like, if you give Puck enough time to phase shift, he'll get that off. You give Morphling enough time to morph or live, right?
Yeah.
So you just need a little bit of time. Also, I really like the Morphling versus Timbersaw matchup. I saw this once. I think it was Ame versus Beast Coast at the Major. I can't quite remember.
In the Animager went all 3 games.
Actually, I'm trying to think about this Maelstrom, because it's not for lane shove. Wait, one smoke in here?
Yeah, MSS going to get clipped by the Chakra. We can see the DK ult is popped. Carl does get the stun out, and MSS will be the sacrifice for Quincy Crew. And if they just get out with that, they'll take that, I believe, any day of the week. But a lot of chase potential. Cuckoo with the Timber Chain Chakram. They're going to find Leslau potentially. Actually misses the Timber Chain, but still lots of damage to come on top of this.
They got
They
23
blow up
Savage.
the Terrorblade instantly. What? Holy Jesus. The egg pops on the sideline. They're going to find yet another kill, this time on Lesla. So it's a 2-for-1. 23 Savage. I can't believe that he dropped that fast. Yawar turns into Mr. Timbersaw himself. They're going to find Zephyr in the trees. And with that Sunray, will ensure that they get their third kill of this engagement.
Look at Quinn. He's getting his revenge tips in. He's been being tipped all game.
Yep, not yet at least. We'll see in this next upcoming fight, but you are going for a BKB of his own. But here's the initiation from Carl. Dragon Tail, you can see the Sunray from afar, healing up Lesla pretty nicely. Is the Finger of Death going to be enough? The Hex to follow, and indeed, he took literally every kiss there from Mortimer. Took a while, but Lesla does die. Looks like it's going to be a trade, though. Able to take out Whitemon. Quinn, though, takes the Dragon Tail to follow. Oh, boy, that's not what he wanted. It could be game-winning. You never know.
Yeah. If you cast a spell on it, it might stun you for 1 second.
Yes. Maybe if it was a regular Bushwhack and not a lesser one. But yeah, it will be. I mean, with the Waning Rift also will reveal invisible units, including wards in the area, which is kind of cool. So kind of the Zeus treatment to some degree. But yeah, majority of Quincy crew do have the shard, like you said. So smoking up, 3K network lead now for them. Lesla looking for the initiation. Dragon form spot, that's the Aghanim Scepter on Carl. He is very hard to kill. He's actually going to jump and actually successfully get the Dragon Tail. Morphling gets blown up. That's just the Aegis, though. Lesla jumps in to try to save him, but that's not enough heal from Lesla. Yawar, in the meantime, pops his BKB, trying to kite 23 Savage, but the damage is just out of control now. The BKB's out of charges now as Yawar attempting to run away with that Scotty applied into the Chakram. And Yawar looks super dead. Gets the waveform off just in time. He's barely going to live with the attribute shift coming through, but Quincy crew still loses too. And Carl, full HP, beast mode, man. Man, he looks strong.
And I think if I was them, like, they've won every late game I've seen them on. So they probably believe in that.
Leveler on Leslau. That is an awesome item for the right-clicking axe. Very cool. Let's see if it comes to... Oh, Leslie is going to jump in with that Manta Style, and the burst damage coming through. It's not enough. We're going to get the Yule Scepter to come online here, but it looks like Cuckoo will fall eventually. Nope, Timber Chains with that Lotus Orb, so the Culling Blade, not nearly enough. They're trying to kite out 23 Savage. He gets the reflection up. Now Yawar's the one in trouble. Gets 4-step to the safety. Waveforms to the high ground. Still getting right click from afar. Carl with that Dragon Tail keeps him in place. Lesla with a counter initiation. Will it be enough to actually kill Yawar? Getting healed more from the egg to follow with the shard online on LOA. Some way, somehow, nobody has died in this fight. So much sustained from both sides. My God, that's crazy. And Roche is available.
And T1, they need to just roach him right now. They use Metamorphosis, they need to go.
Ooh, Aghanim Scepter, so likely see that on 23 Savage with the Fear.
Yeah, I would
AoE
like
spell.
that. Him or Timbersaw. I think Timbersaw's is pretty good.
Quinn, they pop the Lincolns into the Dragon Tail again, trying to get healed, but it's not going to be enough. Buys back into the game. Initiation now from Leslau. Looks like he's going to drop shortly after. A double kill for Cuckoo, and now a double buyback on Quincy crew. That all rhymed for some reason. Roshan at half HP. Need to reset here. Where's 23 Savage? No meta right now. He's gonna jump in though. They're gonna try to burst down Punk. That's a dieback onto Quinn. Oh no. Quincy crew crumbling here, but Lesla with a pretty big initiation. I don't know if they can fight without their position to Puck. And you can see all this damage and all this control just going to work. And this looks like the potential beginning of the end of game one. 4 dead for Quincy crew. Make it 6 if you want to count the buybacks. And they only get the Snapfire in turn. All right, well, that's going to be the bottom racks. And the middle racks will be next in all likelihood. Still 30 seconds without any core hero. So an easy double here for T1. And they can reset if they really want. 23 Savage is the one that took the Aghanim Scepter. So that, like we talked about, gives you the Terror Wave, which provides that AoE fear and then gives you a few seconds of Metamorphosis to work with. But it's going to be Megas, it looks like. And Quincy crew, I mean, they held on strong for quite a while. It was really even, and it was literally just that fight. That was the game.
It was the same at the bottom one where Quincy crew had the Aegis on Morphling. Like 2 times now, they've taken big fights into T1's vision, or they've been baited into it.
Yep, all right, here's the initiation. Can they blow up the 23 Savage? Oh my God, the Satanic is bringing him alive. Leslau getting beat down in the meantime. The egg does pop successfully, but really not enough damage done from Quincy crew's side. So 23 Savage continuing to focus on the towers as we see the fear come out. and that's going to be a double kill, taking out Yawar in turn. GG is called game 1 to T1, looking just as strong as they were in the Animajor.
Honestly, maybe even stronger. They played a really clean game this game. They just, every single time that there was a fight opportunity, they always played their percentages. They never like really ran in too far.
Damage, I suppose, but it looks like he is going for the typical arm build.
It's not as bad as like 4 years ago where you could just thunder him through range.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
There's the tips. I knew that tip was coming.
Wow.
Quinn has been tipped 18 times this series. He's ready to exact some vengeance.
Crypt Swarm, I think Phase Shift was still on cooldown, so not able to get it off as LOA in the meantime. And taking some Wyvern damage. They will be able to clean him up at the very least, so you see the orb come out. Carl, LOA, gets off the Maledict. Quinn gets a decent amount of healing. Now the Spirit Siphon will help quite a bit as well. Earth Spike, gonna prevent any more aggression from coming out.
He won't have Phase Shift.
He has Phase Shift, and Bottle Charges are coming too, but yep, the Maledict. Well, we'll take him in any, I guess. But finally level 6 now with Cuckoo, so Doom available. Zephyr slowing down a bit here. Devour used on the Enchantress creep. Now MSS, if he takes a Doom here, he is almost certainly dead. He can take a Hadouken instead, and the chase with the Scorched Earth is actually just going to be enough. Nice casual run down there for Cuckoo.
The pubs I play, you don't have these teammates on your team where you have Carl just pushing every lane for you.
Leslau tanking up the tower. Now he has to tank up a lot of spells. The Doom is there. Coil onto 2 to follow with the Finger of Death. Leslau takes a tumble, and LOA follows suit. So 2 quick kills for T1. Yeah, that's what you do with DP, right? You get close to a tower just to get the extra ghost damage. We're going to see the pick-off here onto MSS, but creating space for the Roshan. He'll take this.
It's actually like double damage. Exo beside something. It's like within like 200 range. Yeah. And I had
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. There's going to see the silence into the hoof stomp. Double edge to follow. Will 23 Savage get off? Oh, he doesn't even get the infest off. There were creeps there, but
I think he was dead anyways, to be honest. Like, you have to specifically know such a specific mechanic and apply it.
Net, they actually see Whitemon attempting the TP out now. Do they have a cancel? The Yules again from Quinn. And this will be a Spirit Siphon into a death, so Quincy Crew again with another kill. But like, I'm not saying Quinn doesn't know that mechanic, but I'm saying I think there's this understanding right now in the community that pro players just know literally every mechanic. That's definitely not the case.
No, pro players are very stupid. They play Dota all game.
Yeah, they're very good at other things. A Zephyr, okay, Curse onto Yawar, but there's a hoof stomp to follow, and with the Maledict and a double edge.
Sometimes you just stun someone for 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good item pick up this game, I think.
Yep, Quinn's gonna pop the Exorcism. They really want to fight here. Cuckoo jumps in with the hoof stomp. Gets off the Infernal Blade, and Quinn takes heavy damage as a result. You can see LOA healing from the low ground as the Lincolns is already popped and the Fortification as well. Wave is completely taken out, and Meta already used as well. It feels like Quincy Crew, I mean, they have to defend this top lane, it looks like. Carl, well, they're going to try to initiate onto him. Hoof Stomp will not connect. Phase Shift with the Orb. Enchant, looks like the Cask will connect, but he gets Force Staffed onto the high ground.
You know, the heals don't do anything. Very high analysis coming. You're welcome.
Yeah, so heals are strong is what you're saying. As Yawar jumps in. Cold Embrace, not going to be enough. As the damage will go through. So
I like this
takes a tumble.
Itemization from Yawar.
And the longer this game goes, who do you favor here in the late game?
And for sure, for a while, I think it's Quincy Crew. Because you just have terribly Death Prophet. It's a very strong dual core.
Oh, Cuckoo with the Shivas jumps in. They want to take out Enchantress, and they will do so. The burst damage is there.
T1 will win the fights now.
Right. Yeah, Doom is always that wild card, it feels like, in these late game situations. Oh, see the Rage. Actually, that is a shard for 23 Savage, if I'm not mistaken. That's an open wounds indeed. Stampede is used, so mitigating a ton of damage here, but will it be enough to actually get away? Not with the Infernal Blade and the Infest. Leslau is donezo. Yawar has the spider legs, already popped the meta and BKB, and will have to retreat. And again, the timing, T1. All they have to do is wait for this meta now.
So there's no Lotus Orbs anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, 23 Savage has the Rage. LOA taking heavy damage, and he is going to get bursted down again from Whitemon. And they're going to apply the coil only for the Enchantress alone, but it'll be worth it for them. 5 versus 3 advantage now.
No meta.
Yeah, still no meta. Exorcism is up, but there's no way they're going to pop that without their full force behind them.
For Quincy Clue to get picks onto any of the T1 cores.
Yeah, for sure. Leslau gets off the hoof stomp. Yawar with the Abyssal Blade. They will be able to get the support here, but there's the Doom from Cuckoo onto Centaur himself. Yawar pops the BKB, but Cuckoo pops his own as well. Shiva's, along with the Refresher Orb, activated. Looks like they'll be able to clean up Leslau pretty easily here. Quinn already gets off the Exorcism in fear of getting that double Doom, which is still available here. 23 Savage in that Rage form. Does have Infest up, as he is taunting away. One of the best taunts in the game, by the way. Sadly, we won't be seeing the Aghanim Scepter on the live stream of this game because there is a Refresher Shard.
Yeah, he would have taken it for sure.
Yeah, there's no way he would have taken it either. That's the sad part, the sad reality for my life. 12K net worth lead for T1, and this might be the last-ditch effort for Quincy Crew. They have to deny this. Buy back onto Leslau. Remember, has the Stampede available, can walk through
Full
terrain
smoke
here.
around. They might find a Wyvern
Smoke
first.
is actually going to be popped, but Zephyr doesn't realize it's been popped. We get the Silence coming out. There's the Abyssal Blade from Yawar jumping in onto Whitemon. Will it be enough? The heal with the Infest is enough to keep Whitemon alive for now. And you see the coil onto 2. The first to die is LOA. Buys back into the game, though. Doom applied to Yawar already, but all he can do is right-click and try to run away. It finally will end. He has his Sunder available. Might have to use it on a teammate if he's not careful here, but MSS in the meantime just getting beat down by 23 Savage. Silence applied to Yawar. Still can't get that Sunder off. He's getting very low. Finally does so. Now gets full HP as we see 23 Savage beating upon Quinn with that open wound. Just so much damage. Double kill for him. Now Yawar with the spider legs onto the low ground. Feels like he is just going to drop one way or the other. The initiation from Whitemon. Just too much for Quincy Crew to handle. And this will be the third Roche.
Isn't close enough.
He has Arcane Blink and 2 Refreshers.
Oh, man.
That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. It's 23 Savage taking out that tier 4 successfully. We have the double buyback from Quincy Crew, but they know that there's no meta right now. There's not too much to fear. Oh, okay. Coil again onto MSS. He's just going to heal through it. That might provide a little bit of space, but here comes Cuckoo with the Doom again. But there's the Stampede to try to counteract this, but the Yules keeps him in place. And into the stun from the Lion. That means Quinn will take a tumble. 110 seconds, no buyback. And this looks like a 2-0 for T1 in very good fashion for them. They looked extremely strong here.
Yeah, just really smooth gameplay. They understood that even though you're against Terribly DP, like I thought that would be a bit scary to go into late game with, but they just had confidence in their players, and once the Refreshers and Doom come out, like, can't contest them in team fights.
Yeah, this was extremely well executed from T1.